Is the GRAT strategy quietly under threat in 2026? Some of the most powerful estate planning tools don't disappear overnight. They get slowly restricted until they stop working the same way. And the GRAT may be heading in that direction. A grantor retained annuity trust, better known as a GRAT, is one of the most widely used estate freezing strategies in U.S. tax planning. And in 2026, the question is simple: is it still effective or becoming a target? A GRAT is an irrevocable trust where you transfer assets into the trust, but retain an annuity payment for a fixed term of years. At the end of that term, whatever remains in the trust passes to your beneficiaries. The tax advantage comes from one key concept: the IRS Section 7520 rate. The IRS 7520 rate is used to value the gift portion of the GRAT. Here's why it matters. If your trust assets grow at 8%, but the 7520 rate is 5.2%, as in recent historical examples, the extra growth above that rate is transferred to heirs with minimal additional gift tax. That difference is what creates the estate freeze effect. In a typical example, a GRAT funded with $800,000 can be structured so that the taxable gift is only about $379,000. And if the trust outperforms the IRS rate, say it grows at 8%, the remainder passing to heirs could exceed $1.1 million. That gap between assumed growth and actual growth is the entire strategy. A more aggressive version is the zeroed-out GRAT. In other words, the taxable gift is close to zero or nominal, meaning you are essentially betting only on performance above the IRS rate. Despite their popularity, GRATs come with real constraints. First, mortality risk matters. If the grantor dies during the GRAT term, the assets may be pulled back into the taxable estate. Second, timing is fixed. You cannot add new contributions once the GRAT is funded. Third, there is no step-up benefit. Assets inside a GRAT generally do not receive a step-up in cost basis at death. And fourth, they are grantor trusts, meaning the creator continues paying income tax on trust earnings during the term. Over time, policymakers have repeatedly discussed tightening GRAT rules. Proposals have historically included requiring a minimum taxable remainder and eliminating zeroed-out GRATs. However, as of 2026, GRATs remain fully legal under current IRS rules. The concern is not extinction today, it's gradual restriction. GRATs are still commonly used by high net worth families and investors with high growth assets. So, is the GRAT going extinct? Not yet, but its efficiency depends heavily on interest rates and market returns. And that's the real shift in 2026. GRATs are no longer simple tools. They are precision instruments operating in a narrowing window. Because in estate planning, the real question isn't whether a strategy works today, it's whether it will still work the same way tomorrow.